Any chance of a lineup change tonight as you get ready for these guys?
Yeah, game time decision. We'll see how everything is, but it looks like it's heading that way. Yeah.
How important was the playoff experience last year, making it and playing in those 6 tight games to get your team ready to play tight games this time around, Mike?
Well, I think it's obviously all important. You know, you don't know what it's actually going to do for your group, but it's important to be in them, and now you got to fight your way through it again. I think what our guys are finding is last year a lot of our games were way looser than this year. The opposition plays way tighter against us. There's less room, and so it's harder for you. You're not getting as much rush stuff or odd man rushes. You got to do more on the cycle and on the forecheck and on the grind, and so it's a harder game.
Is Marner doing things different since his last rough patch?
Well, I think he's just playing harder, and you know, as a group, they're playing harder, and they got their game going, and they're feeling good about themselves. You know, Nylander just won 11 games without a goal. I read somewhere Matty did it last year. It's a real good league. Teams are trying against you. Some nights it doesn't go, and then if you're a scorer, you get thinking about it, and the more you think about it, the less your feet move. You think you're working, but you're only working in your mind. I heard someone say the other day, Denny Potvin used to always say, you do your thinking in the afternoon, you play at night. Sounds like a good idea to me.
Freddie's piling up a lot of games, a lot of minutes. Obviously, you're monitoring that. What kind of things do you watch for to make sure you're not overburdening them?
Well, you know, what we try to do is we try to give our team good rest and the best we possibly can. You know, I got a bunch of people for all that stuff, and so we're monitoring. If we feel like it's getting too heavy, we'll back him off. Right now, it looks like he's just starting to get in the groove, and so that's a good thing for us.
Why was it important for the team to re-sign Josh Leivo?
Well, I just think he's a player that we like, and so why wouldn't we? If you like a guy, why wouldn't you? So now he's a guy that, you know, I don't think it's got as good this year for him as it did last year. He's got to get to work. When he gets his next opportunity, you got to take someone's job.
Mike, we don't know obviously if Austin will play, but when he does come back, what sort of impact does that have on the rest of the group? Is it a spark? Is it a...
Well, I mean, we're going pretty good right now, obviously, and so what we've done is we've played better defensively as far as not giving up as many quality chances. We haven't been as good offensively. We haven't been as heavy in the offensive zone. So obviously he's a real good player, can play against anyone, gives you another line that can dominate. And saying all that is, you know, he's a player. He's an important player, but you win as a team, and he's got to come back and do his part.
You're starting off a new 5-game segment. In addition to the points, are there other numerical things that you set over a 5-game period, like to keep shots to a certain amount?
Yep. Anybody else?
Mike, you said that, you know, the players have to enjoy the tight checking games. As a coach, what do you like about? Is it a chess match type thing for you? Or?
Well, I think more than that is just this is how you're going to have to play in the end. So you might as well play like that. That's where it's going. Now, when you're a team and you're not very good, you don't get as many of those games because the opposition isn't quite as prepared for you or worried about you. When the better you get, the more nights you get that are real hockey, and so there's a lot of real hockey right now.
Montreal just played the exact opposite of that type of game Thursday night. It was really a wide open game. Do you expect, given that, do you expect that to really?
Well, I guarantee you they're going to be going here tonight. It's us, and it's Saturday night, and they need to win. They've also, I think they're 7-4-1 in the last group of games here. They've been playing well. So we expect, just like last time, there to be no space and it to be a grind.